live.
Where am I? Where am I? I just woke up in this place. Where am I? What are you doing to me? Where am I?
Welcome to hell. You're going to have to shit talk with me for the next 20
Fuck you!
to 30 minutes.
I'm doing it. I'm shit talking. Screw you! You're nothing
Not
but
like
a little pug.
It's like
You're
this.
nothing.
Goes.
Yeah, of course. That's shit talking.
Yep.
Why is it called shit talking, man? Talking shit? Who the fuck came up with that? You're talking shit?
You're not talking shit.
You're like, what? What's that mean? Who the fuck?
You're putting the other person down. That's what you're doing.
Like shit?
Just call it put down talk.
Yeah. Talking smack?
Mm-hmm.
That makes more
It's like
sense,
what?
I guess.
Nobody's
Because you're
doing
smacking
drugs.
them with words. Welcome, guys, to the 60th episode of the Generally Speaking podcast. I'm GeneralArse.
I'm all seeker.
True. Can we get any truers in here? Can somebody like nod their head and go, yep, that is Wallseeker. Yep, that's him. That is him.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not dying, by the way.
Oh, Wallseeker, I got a question for you. If there was any movie or video game that you could go back and play for the very first time and experience for the very first time again, what movie or video game would that be? You could also pick both. You could tell me a movie, and you can tell me or TV show or a video game.
I've got a few, man.
Yeah. Which one would like at the top of your mind? Like what
Team
pops
Fortress
up right
2, man.
now? Ooh, all right, yeah.
I'd like started playing it, and then it just, I was like playing on Egypt, that map.
Yeah.
And I was like playing a scout running up, and then a soldier comes flying at me and just blasts me. Fucking rocket jumping in the air, and I just thought, yep, this is amazing.
Is that actually the first time you played Team Fortress? Did that happen?
That's like the first thing that I remember about it.
Damn.
My first memory.
Dude, Team Fortress is actually such a good game. I remember playing that on my mom's computer whenever I could, because she was always studying on the computer, but when she wasn't studying, and when my brother or my sister weren't using it, then I had some fucking quality time with Minecraft or Team Fortress, either one. Usually Team Fortress, and I would play on like community servers, and most of the time I would play versus Hail, which is like where you kill Saxon Hail and other monsters, and it was so much fun. I loved that shit, man.
It's quite a lot of fun. It's like, that game just, it clicked really early on playing it. It just, this is good. This is fun. I love this.
I think I learned about that game through you, by the way. If I remember correctly, when we met in grade school, I was mostly like a console gamer. I didn't play many PC games. I didn't start playing PC games until like a friend of mine made me start playing Minecraft. That was not you, but then you told me about like Steam and Team Fortress and all that shit when I met you finally, and like when we were in, I think like 6th grade or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and we met. We were already told of like how we met, but we were always talking about like animations on YouTube, and we were always referencing animations on YouTube. We were always like fucking quoting shit from like ASDF movie or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you started telling me about these Gmod animations that I hadn't really heard about that much, and also YouTube poobs. Like you told me about YouTube poobs that I had never heard about before. And that shit was my fucking jam. I was like, hell yeah, I love these.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of them when I was a kid. It was the best, fucking...
It was best of times.
Yeah, best of times.
When I found these Gmod animations, like the Gmod Idiot Box by Desbo Shit, and Kiddio706 Team Fabulous, and what is it, like Asif? No, what was it called? Like Ass Effect or some shit like that. That was like the fucking long ass Mass Effect animation that he made. That was really funny.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah. Or Mass Defect. Yeah, that's what it's called. Mass Defect. Rest in peace to that guy. Kiddio706 died in, I think, 2015 or 14 to leukemia. Which is unfortunate, because I would love to see more of his stuff like today. Like, what would he be making? I'd like... And also, he didn't witness the awful state of YouTube as it is now. So he probably, I don't know, would he still be uploading today if he was still alive? That's what I'm wondering. Like, would he be like?
Would have gone?
Yeah. Maybe he would have. Maybe he would have moved on from YouTube and started like actually animating, because he was, he was very like clever with ideas and stuff like that, and he was animating a lot of cool shit. So maybe he would have just moved on to like an actual animation studio. I know this bullshit is like, I don't know if he's working at an animation studio, but he barely like uploads on YouTube anymore. So, but what I was going to say was, like, through those Gmod animations that you recommended to me, I learned about all these Valve games and shit. I learned about Steam, I learned about Team Fortress, Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, Portal, like all that shit. Through Gmod animations, and I'm so glad I did. Those are fantastic games. Valve used to be so great, and now they're just like, I don't know. They have their moments. they're not as great anymore.
Their moments.
But that's the game that pops into your head. What about a movie or TV show?
Probably, for a movie, I would say, Back to the Future.
Ooh, the first one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that one's a good one. A lot of people say that the Back to the Future 2 is better. My brother says that. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think the first one is the best. I haven't even watched the third one. I don't think I wanna watch the third one. The first one is just so good. A classic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
pretty fun.
Yeah, it's like fun. It's clever. Like I remember I don't remember because I wasn't alive in like the 90s and the 80s. But like movies used to take risks with like trying these weird new things that were like not done before, and that was all possible back then in the 90s. Now everything under the moon has been done. Like every there's nothing new anymore. You have to just like scrape together whatever you can to make a movie or a TV show or anything. Because like everything has been done, and at one point, probably, I don't know. It's like I'm not saying like at one point we'll run out of ideas for movies and stuff like that. I don't think that at all. Because you can always make like the same movie, but like with just like a different story, basically. Same. Yes. However, I just think it was way better when they were fresh ideas. Like Back to the Future was very fresh. Jurassic Park, all these movies, and most of them you notice were fucking directed by like Steven Spielberg. He loved to take these risks and like direct these like insanely high budget like movies that were just like jaw-dropping probably back at the time. Where like I imagine if you were alive and you had been watching like these old movies, and then suddenly something like Jurassic Park releases, and you're like, holy shit, how did they do that? Because
my god,
that's practical
effects. This is it. This is the best movie. Nothing's ever gonna top it.
Oh yes, like Jurassic Park was all practical effects, and I think that's fucking insane. That's so cool.
Damn.
And then, do you have any TV shows you would like to watch for the first time again? Like if you could just like delete it from your mind and then replay it.
It's a little bit tougher because there's a bunch of them.
Oh yeah.
Probably, I don't Breaking Bad or Arrested Development.
Damn, all right.
One of those. Pretty good.
I haven't seen Arrested Development at all. I've heard good things.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's like, it's a comedy, comedy TV show.
Yeah.
And what I like about it, it's like it hits you with a lot of jokes. There's like many jokes, and some of them have like, layers to them and whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of, meta jokes, fourth wall breaking jokes, character connected jokes and stuff.
I didn't know it was a comedy show until like last year sometime when I was like reading about it. I always thought it was like a serious like cop show basically. I thought it was just like that.
Yeah. I've I've seen the first 3 seasons, but then Netflix made like a 4th season. I haven't seen that. They also made a 5th one. But they also like re-edited the 4th season because it wasn't as good as, you know, the first 3 seasons.
Damn, classic fucking TV show move where like they bring in new writers and it's just like awful. It's not good. It's like when a writer moves on and they're like, oh, I want to go do something new, and they're like, but we want to keep making this because it's making us money, and then they just like make the worst fucking shit ever. When Community lost Dan Harmon and they brought in some new guy for like the final couple seasons, and it was just not as funny. It's not as good.
Well, according to others, the 4th season, the biggest problem was, you know, the entire family wasn't really together. Like, each episode focuses only on like one character, and it doesn't really like pan out well, or, you know, the episodes weren't really all that good, except for Job the Magician. That was, you know, that was like the best one, according to others. I have yet to see it.
You have yet to see it. I think I would also agree with like Breaking Bad, and probably Breaking Bad, and probably there's 2 cartoon shows that I really like. There's Gravity Falls. I would love to rewatch that for the first time.
Yeah.
Because it's hilarious. It's got a lot of charm, and it's only 2 seasons. And I don't think Alex Hirsch's gonna make more. He did say he might make a movie sometime down the road, which I would love to see. But like I've always been a sucker for all kinds of like weird like mysteries and shit like that, and that's basically what it is. It's not. It is technically a children's show, but it's like it can be enjoyed by grown-ups as well because of like how they bring in like these mysteries and monsters and stuff like that, and it's got some adult humor in there too. So I really like it. Yeah.
Good for me, because I am an adult.
Yeah, I'm a grown-up. I'm a grown-up.
I'm a grown-ass man.
The other one...
Oops.
You like broke a DVD disc. What was that? It was like a CD. That's what that does.
That's my fault.
It's Jack and Jill on a DVD starring Adam Sandler.
My precious.
My precious. No. It's the last one in the world because people hated that movie. It sucked.
It's because Adam Sandler has been going door to door, breaking every single DVD.
Yeah. That's the movie with Al Pacino where he's like singing Dunkachino, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. What the hell? How did they get him to do that? How did they must have paid him so much money. They're like, hey, please, can you do this, please? And he's like,
I think they're also like good friends.
Oh, that might be it, yeah.
Got paid much. I mean, paid a lot of money.
Oh, is that the time Jeffrey Epstein was alive? They probably got him to like help out and.
What?
Jeffrey, please.
Is this true?
Epstein, please help us. And he's like,
Stop.
I'll give you one-way tickets to my island if you're in this. Al Pacino, and he's like, okay.
You know something I don't know, man? What the hell?
I'm with the CIA, FBI, NSA, police.
That is a long, like, you know, an acronym. I can't remember that.
Well, that's too bad. I'm also with MIB.
Oh.
That's right. So
Mainly
look into this light. Look into this light.
Britain. Yeah? Where am I?
So you anyway, stop throwing up. Stop it. We were talking about how like there's TV shows that like if or you know I was talking about a TV show that I would like to watch for the first time again. Okay, you remember that? You remember that?
I remember. I remember. Let's go.
All right, you remember. Okay. So the other TV show other than Breaking Bad and Gravity Falls is Over the Garden Wall. It's 1 season. Ooh. It's a mini series. I think it's only like 8 episodes. Oh, actually, I think it's only like 6. But it's so good. It is such a good TV show. And they're not planning on making any more. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be like a movie or another season or anything ever. but it's just it's so good. It is so good. Let's see here. I want to remember over the. It also came out a while ago, and I didn't see it. It came out in 2014, and I didn't see it until like 2019 or yeah. There's 10 episodes, and I didn't see it until like 2019 or 2020 or something like that. And I just like hadn't heard about it until then, and I watched it with our friend Thassin, and it's so good. Like I said, it's very well written. The characters are so funny. Like a lot of charm goes into that. Elijah Wood is in it. Is one of the characters. Also, fucking what's his name? John Cleese from Monty Python. There's like some big voices in there.
Now. Damn,
yeah,
there's a ton of them.
There's a ton of like famous people in there. And it's like I said, it's a mini series. And it's got such a fun like art style, such a fun or charming cast of characters, and it's also one of those shows that's like it's for children. It's got like that, but it's also it's got a mystery and it's kind of scary. So it's like it can be enjoyed by adults as well. I really like it, and I would love to see it for the first time again. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
And then if there was like a game that I would love to play for the first time, I would love to play Portal 2 for the first time again. Because like that's a game that like I remember all the twists and stuff like that, and so I will never be surprised by that again if I go through that game. And it's like one of my favorite Valve games too. So I would love to like forget so that I can go through the whole game again and just get absolutely bombarded with all the twists that it throws at you. Because there's several. And I remember the first time I played, I was always like, what? This guy's evil? What?
My God.
She's a potato? What?
What?
Like, what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
And like the ending fucking shot where like, I'm not talking about the final like cutscene where you like, I mean, spoiler alert for Portal 2. I mean, the game is fucking like over 20 years old now.
So long.
Where I'm not talking about the ending where you finally escape, which is also just like a fucking perfect ending. I hate everyone who says we need a Portal 3. No, it's good. I think they should make like a Portal like spin-off before all this happened, or maybe like one about where you play Ratman or something, because I would love to see more about him. I don't want a sequel. I do not want to see anything else after Portal 2 because it's like it ended so perfectly. We're done there.
It's gonna be, it would be difficult to, continue directly off after that.
Yeah, after that ending. So if like a lot of people want a Portal 3, but I just want like more Portal in the same world, but as like just like different character or something, or like a precursor before all this happened, because there are like comics that like talk about how this all happened, how like Cave Johnson turned his wife into a robot and shit like that. And there's also Ratman, who like witnessed all this shit go down, and he had to go into hiding, and like he somehow like he's always hiding in Portal 2, and you can sort of like hear him in one part of the game where he's like, it sounds like he's singing, and it's like the scariest shit about the entire game, and I love it. It's so cool. I love the whole like Ratman mystery like behind the game. It's beautiful. And then The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I would love to be able to replay that game. I mean, I can just delete my save file, but just like without like knowing anything, because that game is like so fucking full of content, and I would love to be able to play it for the first time now with all of like the DLC and shit, because I would spend so many hours playing that shit.
So many, secrets, items and stuff, You do this, suddenly, you unlocked an item. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like you always, find something interesting.
Oh yeah. It's like an amazingly fucking well-made game. Edmund McMillan did a great job. It pisses me off to no end. It's an awful game. I fucking
piece of shit.
Fucking piece of shit fucking game. But I love it nonetheless, because there's so much stuff to find, so much to explore, so many secrets. I love it.
Yeah. It's quite fun.
And then for like a movie, because I didn't mention a movie, would probably I don't know. Like there's so many movies that I watch, so much that I love. I would say Parasite, but like, you know, who wouldn't want to see that for the first time again? It's got such a beautiful like middle twist, like in the middle of the movie, and you know what? I would like to watch The Godfather for like the very first time again. I would probably be like, holy shit, no way. Because that movie is amazing. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just really good.
Here's something I'm also going to throw at you, because that's question one out of the way. This is all about our minds and shit. Because
I was grill me, man.
I'm trying to grill you here. I watched the movie Blade Runner again. I watched it once when I was like 15, 16 years old, and I didn't like it because I didn't understand. I think that's why I didn't like it. Now in film school, I'm 22 years old, and they made us watch the movie for a class called film history, where we like watch a bunch of movies on Fridays together, and they had us watch this movie, which is just fantastic. I love it now. I really liked it. I got much more of the story, and that's why I'm like pondering all these like memory things. And here's what I want to ask you. Do you think it's possible that there are simulated humans out there, like in the movie Blade Runner? Like replicants. They're not really human, but they look like us, they talk like us, they think like us, but they're fucking robots. They're way smarter than us. Elon Musk is one. I figured it out. Elon Musk is a fucking robot. We gotta kill him. We gotta
They can't feel or something.
Yeah. I don't.
Feelings.
You've seen Blade Runner, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
They don't really feel things, but they're starting to like learn how to like how emotions work though. So like they do sort of feel anger and sorrow and all that stuff, especially like at the end of the movie. Yeah, you see Roy Batty, like the main villain, but also like the coolest character in the movie, who I would like to say is the real protagonist, because Tom, what's his name? Not Tom. Harrison Ford's character fucking sucks. his Deckard character is just like not a very good character. He's like the worst thing about the entire movie, I think. But Roy Batty's character...
What version did you watch? Like, you know... Was there like... how was the ending?
The ending is where Roy Batty sits down on like the rooftop, and then like he dies and the bird flies away, and then Deckard goes back to, I guess, the Rachel, the like robot girl that he's in love with. Or, well... Yeah, he goes back to her, he picks her up, and then he goes outside and he finds like the unicorn, and then the movie like ends, and it's like a unicorn that he dreamt of, and it's also like a message from the guy who threatened to like kill her, but he's gonna let her live. He apparently he's like, okay, she gets to live, and then the movie ends. That's what happens.
So they go into the elevator and it ends.
Yeah, it just ends.
Yeah, I watched a different version where it's a little longer.
Oh, okay.
Was there narration in your movie?
You probably watched like because there is a narration movie, which is like
there was a narration.
It's like a theatrical version or something like that. The theatrical cut, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. And in Harrison Ford, he's just, he's like monotone and just fucking sucked.
Boring. Okay. How does it end?
They they go into the elevator. Then there's like some fucking shitty ass narration, and they're like driving in a car like away somewhere.
Damn.
I think he said something. I don't remember.
I think in the theatrical version it's like also hinted that like he's a replicant himself or some shit like that.
I mean, Okay, he dreams about the unicorn.
Yeah.
And then he picks up at the end, the paper origami unicorn.
Yeah, from that
supposed to,
guy.
And that's supposed to mean like, maybe he's a replicant or something.
Yeah. But I don't know. I still think
maybe in the narration he talks like about it, but I forgot.
Yeah, okay. I still think he's human myself because I feel like he's so human in like the way he makes mistakes and stuff like that. I feel like if he was a robot, he wouldn't make as many, because there's a lot of like human mistakes that he makes in the movie.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I feel like he's human in my opinion, but like of course that's up for interpretation by anyone.
Yeah, I was thinking, that he was a replicant, but it's been a while. Maybe I'll change my mind on that if I see it again.
He also, in one scene in the movie, when he kills one of the replicants, it's a lady who's like a stripper. He follows her and shoots her in the back. The teacher told us about this theatrical release where he, in his narration voice, tells everyone that like I never liked shooting a woman, regardless from whether it's like some shit like that. Regardless of whether it's from the front or the back, or like no, he says like I don't like shooting anyone in the back, and I don't like shooting women either, or some shit. Like, I always felt bad about that, and I was like, okay, because I actually thought. I somehow in my memory remember when I first watched the movie and the replicants, when they were like shot, that they bled oil, like it was actual oil that they spurted out. But he shoots that replicant, and I saw red, and I was like, "Oh shit! Was she not a replicant? Did he shoot a human?" I think that would have been way more interesting, because that's like a real thing that you have to be like careful of when you're a Blade Runner. Is like you got to make sure that you know for a fact that that's a replicant and not a human that you're about to like shoot, because like that would be devastating. He also gets asked in the movie, like, have you ever shot a human being instead of a replicant? And he's like, no. I think it would be, I haven't seen the 2049 one that came out. I need to watch that. I need to sit down and watch that. But I think it would have been way more interesting to see something like that. If somebody accidentally kills a human and they're like, oh shit, because like, now you're also like wanted, I guess, not just the replicants. Just killed someone.
Others have said that this movie, the new one, is better.
Yeah, a lot of people think the new one is better. I have some friends at school who also think the new one's way better. I also think the teacher said that she said it was better. She was like asking, "What did you guys think? Have you seen the new movie?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, I think it's better." And she was like, "Yeah, I think it's better too. I like the characters." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I gotta see it. I go watch it. Yeah.
It's gotta be interesting.
Very interesting. One last question. One last question to do with memories. Ooh. If somebody were to walk up to you and say, hello little boy, would you like to be reborn anew with all your memories intact? What would you say? If you get like reborn as a little baby fucking toddler and you have to go through aging all over again, you have to get back to being a grown-up, but you have all of the memories from when you were, before you got reborn, basically. You retain everything you remembered. What would you do?
But wait, what is the year? Like, does it shoot me all the way back to 1999, or am I fucking reborn in 2022?
He just rebirths you in 2022, like same year. Just like boom, you're now someone's unborn child.
I don't know.
Would you say, I'll get a rain check on that. Maybe when I'm older.
Like, what if somebody offers me that again, like, in the future? Then I'll be in, like, the generation where, like, the generation that's gonna, like, feel the most impact of, climate change.
Oh, yeah. There's that, too. You gotta, like, worry about, like, shit. I have to, like, deal with, like, climate change. I have to deal with Oh, the meteor that's like slowly about to hit Earth. Oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
I don't know. It would be funny going like through school and just fucking breathing.
You like know everything already. The teacher's like, holy shit, this guy's a genius, and you're like, yeah, I am.
I could just speed run.
Speed run school any percent. Let's go. Completely glitchless.
You know what?
You're 4 years old and you're like, fuck you, mom. Let me fucking
I'm just like speed reading everything.
You can already read at 3 years old. My god.
It's tempting, but I don't know.
But what?
I'll take a rain check.
Yeah, but if you were to go, because you were asking like, do you go back in time? Okay, if you were to go like back to like, you retain all the memories now, but you go back to like the 90s or something, like 1990.
Okay, 10 years back.
You're reborn
in
then.
1989.
Yeah, 1989, 10 years before you were born. But you know like about everything that's gonna happen in the future. What would you do? Would you go, wait, hold on a second, and you print out like all the fucking lottery numbers for like the future so you can like win every fucking one? Isn't that the plot of Big, starring Tom Hanks or some shit?
Maybe.
No, wait, I don't think it's Big. There's like a movie where somebody does that. Hold on, yeah, go.
There was like a small little indie science fiction movie where like a guy goes back in time and like, in order to not like break like the space-time continuum or whatever, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
He like invests in stocks.
Nice. Awesome. What a movie.
It was pretty good. It was like on a shoestring budget and something. Okay, but yeah, I would do that. I would like invest
for it with a shoestring?
Yeah. I would like just invest in stocks in the early 2000s.
You'd also start like making bets and shit like that. You would like partake you would partake in the crypto bet where like somebody, like everyone was voting Hillary was gonna win, and like one guy was like, oh, Donald Trump's gonna win, and then he won like a shit ton of Bitcoin or some shit like that. Because nobody thought he was gonna win back in 2016.
Oh yeah. I could also be there when the GME, the GameStop stock, like
Oh yeah. You could be a real life what's it called, prophet, where you're like telling people what's gonna happen and then it happens.
Yeah, like I could be like a Warren Buffett, the modern day.
Yeah. You could also, wasn't there like another thing where like people were betting on who killed Mr. Burns for like The Simpsons?
Oh yeah,
and there was like one person who bet on Maggie and he won a shit ton of money. You could like kill that guy and then you will be the only guy who like fucking bets on Maggie.
Yeah. So funny.
Oh, I was fucking Maggie Simpson who did it.
Man, it would be like really funny just going back in time and just popping in places.
Yeah. Just like, what's happened already.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
You know what's gonna happen. Just show up.
You show up, but you are reborn. You're also a child. Remember that. You're gonna be like 5 years old by the time some of that's happening. So you're gonna be like, Mom, please, we gotta do this thing, please. Believe me.
I can't like invest in stocks until like the early 2000s.
And then there's the fucking stock market crash of like 2007 or the housing crash.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go through that as like a, you're gonna be a teen by then. If that happened, then you're gonna be like, shit, fuck.
I'm gonna be like, what, 10? Yeah, teenage.
You'll be like you'll be 18, 17 years old, something like that, and you're gonna be like, fuck, everything sucks, man.
I missed out. I'm not old enough to have an account. Fuck.
The Big Short, the big shit. All right.
That's funny.
Thank you. I'll write that down. Was there anything else you want to do? Any memory-based things that you wanna ask me about?
Memory-based things.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any like moment in history you want to be like a ghost or take a part in? You know, you can go all as far as
any
like,
moment in
like
history.
either as a ghost or just be in the thick of it. Like I don't know.
Oh, like as in I can just witness it firsthand,
Yeah.
or I can
You could either
or I can
witness
partake in it.
Yeah, partake either or.
But can I change this event? Is that what you're saying, or do I still like? Like if I were to go back to when Franz Ferdinand was assassinated, could I like stop it, or do I also get like shot?
Okay, let's just leave it at like witness it.
Yeah, I just witness it. Okay. Is there anything I could go back and witness?
Yeah, witness. Just firsthand, just eyes on.
Like immediately, I'm trying to think of like unexplained shit that has happened throughout history that like nobody has been able to figure out. Some stuff like the what's his name, the guy who like jumped out of a plane with like the highest DB Cooper. Yeah, nobody figured out what the fuck happened there. I would love to just like be like a little ghost hanging on his shoulder, like figure out what the fuck happened to him. Did he die when he jumped out?
What did he do with all the money?
Or did he just escape? Yeah, where'd all the money go? I want to fucking see what he did.
That's pretty good.
I would also like to. Oh, dude, I would love to be a ghost watching. I think, was it Homer? I don't remember what his name is. That one Greek guy who just like was an asshole to everyone, and he kept like he kept like cursing everyone. Wait, hold on. If I'm a ghost though, do I like, or if I do this, do I get to like know Greek? Do I get to know whatever language I go back, or am I just gonna be stuck with knowing like Icelandic and English? And I'm like, shit, I'm stuck here now, and I don't know what they're saying.
You'll get like subtitles.
Oh, subtitles that just pop up.
Closed captions.
This guy saying that? Hell yeah! All right. I think it's Homer. I don't remember what the name of that guy is, but there's like a guy in Greek history who, like, there was a bunch of like famous. There was Aristotle and like all these famous mathematicians and poets and shit like that. And then there was just like one guy who was kind of a bum, kind of a hopo, but he was also just like, he also had a lot of knowledge to spread, and he was also just kind of an asshole about it. I'm trying to remember, like, I think he peed inside of like Aristotle's class or some shit like that. I don't remember. I think he like stood up and just like pissed inside his like classroom, and Aristotle was like, or Socrates or someone was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why
leave the stage? That's awesome.
Yeah, what a guy. But like, yeah, I'm trying to think of like more mysteries, but like it's all escaping me. I don't know if Atlantis is real. I would like to go there and find out if like that was a real thing. What other mysteries are there? I'd like to also like find out what happened to all like these fucking things that like keep disappearing at the Bermuda Triangle. Like try to like figure out like what where like planes and ships and like stuff has gone, like, and why.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean,
Where'd you go?
Okay, closed captions. I'd wanna hear what Einstein's last words really were, because nobody understood. There was only like a nurse, and she like didn't understand.
Oh, was he speaking German or something? And she was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't understand. That's what she said. Oof.
He grabbed her arm. He was like, please, write this down. And she's like, okay. And then he goes, like starts speaking fucking German. And she's like, wait, stop, wait. How do you write that?
What are these words you're making me write under?
How do you write that? And he just like dies in front of her. And she's like, fuck.
There's something else. Oof.
Yeah? Like what, man?
Actually, I don't know.
You forgot?
I'm only thinking about like, game development stuff.
All I can think of is video games. What the fuck?
All I can think, what the fuck?
Oh my god. I don't really know much about, like, I guess mysteries and stuff like that. Like all that I'm popping up with for stuff like this is like just watching, I guess, like bad people in like history die or something like that. Go back in time and see how Hitler really died, because like some say he was some say he's killed himself, but like it's not fully known, I guess. I would also go back in time to see if Jesus is really real.
Yeah.
What, did Jesus actually exist, or like
actually, come on,
or are people just
real.
bullshitting?
What if it was real? What would you say? What would you think? Like, everything.
Because I
I
don't disbelieve in Jesus. I just don't think he was like a god or anything. I think.
Okay, but what if all of that miracle stuff was real?
Okay, if all that miracle stuff was real, I don't know. I'd be like, what the fuck? Where are you now? Huh?
What do I do now?
In 2022, where are you?
It's like, do you start praying?
No, I would not start praying. I would not fall to my knees and be like,
miracles
oh,
are
Jesus,
real.
oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, I didn't know you were real. I'm sorry.
I would fucking tell him to go fuck himself. I'd be like, hey, Jesus, stick a suck up your ass.
You just stick 2 middle fingers in the air. This is what you get for not showing better proof, man.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus, why don't you go fucking crucify yourself, asshole? And then I leave. And he's gonna be like, ow, man, that hurts. Oh, I would also check if dinosaurs were real. Well, another thing. I mean, dinosaurs probably were real, but I would like go check like what they actually look like, because nobody knows. People are like, oh, they had feathers, and then people are like, no, they didn't have scales, and you're like, what the fuck?
And you could just go back and say, okay, both of you wrong.
Yeah, they're made out of slime.
Made out of sticky, slimy stuff.
Sticky slime. I'd like I wouldn't be able to bring like a camera or anything with me, so I would just like be an insane. I would come back and like start telling people, and everyone would be like, "Yeah, whatever, you're insane."
Bozo. I'd wanna be where the first movie was ever made, like the first.
I would like to do that, but not as a ghost. I would like to partake, sit in the movie theaters where everyone was like, not the first movie. Like I wouldn't be there when it was made, but like that movie. It's not the first movie ever made, but the movie where the train is like coming towards the screen, and like everyone's like freaking out, and I would be like, guys, you're fucking stupid. This is not real. Calm down.
You'd like stand up. Get real. Guys.
I would stand up and be like, this movie fucking sucks.
You'd be, the first movie critic.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd be the first movie critic. I'd start like fucking jeering. I'd be like, whoa.
The cinematography was bad. There were no actors.
Nothing fucking happened. It was just a train arriving. This sucks. This fucking blows.
There was no fucking color.
Tell them about all the color that happens later, and they're like, what? What the fuck? Guys, have you seen the movie Godfather? They're like, what? What are you talking about?
You like walk up to the film reel, switch it out, like, come on, let's watch a real movie.
Oh, dude, I would do that. I would like fucking pop in like Godfather and show them what that's like, and they're like, holy shit.
This is a film from the future.
The Mafia didn't like exist back then when that movie came out. It was like, what, 1911 or something when that movie came out? Hold on. Train arriving movie. It came out in... Oh, wow, it came out in 1896, in fact. And it's just like a minute long. 50 seconds. The first
that's
ever...
like a TikTok.
TikTok video, let's go. I'm gonna make a TikTok out of that. I'm gonna just like be the first to steal it and put it on TikTok for a bunch of views.
If I were a ghost,
I'm gonna do like the thing where I'm like, guys, you're not gonna believe this video I just found. It's just that. It's just that video. It's just like the train showing up. What would you do?
I mean, if I were a ghost, going back in time, I would be like, go witness like the moments where like, people are inventing something, and then like, like the eureka moment, like it works, like, color in film and stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, there's color. The movie has no color.
The fucking Wright brothers like inventing the plane that works.
Yeah, the
and shit
plane.
like that. Holy shit!
I want to see that.
That has to have been like such a fucking cool place to be. Like everyone must have been like, "Holy fuck, they did it! They made a working plane!"
Yeah.
And the Wright brothers like, "Aha, we did it! Yes!" And then they start making out.
It's fine. Right, like fan fiction.
Hell, that's my fan fiction, man. What? Anything wrong with that? Anything wrong with that?
Kiss me.
Kiss me, right? Okay, right.
Kiss me in the air.
I don't even know what their fucking names are. They just called the fucking. I think Merriweather actually, one of them, but I don't know the other one. The Wright brothers.
Yeah, something.
Anyway, I'm okay. Look into this light.
Yeah? Oh, it's shiny.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I don't remember anything. Where am I? Oh, where am I?
I have been reborn. 3 years old.
Why do we? All right, we keep fucking doing like fart exits. Let's just fucking go. Bye.
Let's fucking leave, man. Give me some.